गुरुवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः. First of all, offer my millions of obeisances to lotus feet of Asmati Guru Pad Padma, Nitila Prashta Jagat Guru Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Trindi Swami Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Dandi Maharaj, Nam Nishta Santa Shri Aniruddha Das Prabhuji, all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, please accept my humble obeisances. Reading from Śrī Bṛhad-bhāgavatāmṛtam Canto 2, Chapter 2, Text 196. अस्मिनि भेदा भेदाख्ये सिद्धान्ते अस्मत् सुसम्मते युक्तावतारिते सर्वं निरवध्यं ध्रुवं भवेत्. Asmin, in this regard, he certainly, Veda Aveda, different and non-different, Akhye, named, Siddhante, in the philosophical conclusion, Asmat, of our spiritual preceptors, Susammate, conquered, Yuktya, through logic, Avatarite, received through disciplic succession, Sarvam, all, Niravadyam, flawless, Dhruvam, certainly, Bhavet, it may be. However, the principle of simultaneous oneness and difference, Vedaved, as it relates to the Supreme Brahman, is beautifully consistent and faultless. Great personalities who are devoted to the Lord have established the principle of Vedaved using definitive, irrefutable logic. The Bhakti Shastras say such philosophic principles, Siddhanta, or specific arguments elucidate the scriptures in supremely consistent and harmonious ways. Moreover, when the principle of Vedaved or simultaneous oneness and difference is presented with logical supporting arguments, everything spoken and unspoken becomes absolutely free from defects and contradictions. And the flawless Siddhanta that is approved in every way by Bhakti Marga, the path of devotion, is established. The word Dhruva, meaning definite, indicates the ability to remove all doubts. Some people hold that living beings or jivas originate from Brahman and merge into Brahman. They say that Brahman and the jivas are actually non-different from one another. However, even in the opinion of those who think this way, in the state of liberation or mukti, one does not realize the infinite nature of Brahman. Therefore, the happiness experienced in that state is meager. An analogy to this type of mukti is that of a wave that manifests from a part of the ocean and then merges into it again. Because there is only water in all directions, the wave cannot be considered an entity separate from the ocean. It merges and becomes one with the ocean. Thus, from this perspective, all waves are non different from the ocean. Yet, certain qualities of the ocean, such as extreme depth and the presence of precious gems, are not found in waves. Thus, as waves do not contain all the ocean's characteristics, they are different from the ocean. Just because they merge into the ocean, they appear separate from it. They merge into the same place they emerge from, and so are not seen as a separate form. Therefore, it is said that waves have the same nature as the ocean, and they are one. Similarly, in the state of liberation, the living beings merge into a distinct part of the effulgent Brahman from which they originated, and therefore it is said that the Jiva has become one with Brahman. However, because the living being is limited by his very nature, whereas Brahman is constitutionally unlimited, liberated Jivas cannot obtain the intense, boundless happiness found in the unbounded Brahman. So the reason Jivas are the reason the Jivas are not different from Brahman is just that their individuality is not visible in the state of liberation. Because they are finite, they are separate and distinct, even though they are situated as if merged in some portion of Brahman. By the special mercy of Sri Bhagavan, at a certain point, some liberated living beings, because of their individuality, desire a separate existence to experience the joy of loving devotional service, bhakti, sukha. They are able to attain this in a body that is fit for worshipping the Lord, a Sachidananda body comprised of eternality, knowledge, and bliss. This has been explained before. In this regard, Sri Shankaracharya Pad has said, Prarthana Shatpadi 3, Satyapi Bhedapagame Nath Tavaham Na Mam Lokīnastvam Samudrohit Taranga Kvachana Sumudrastaranga. O Lord, I am yours, even when our difference, Veda, comes to an end. But you are not mine. When a wave merges into the ocean, it is said to belong to the ocean. But certainly it can never be said that the ocean belongs to the wave. This statement of Sri Shankaracharya Pad, which presents the basic philosophy of oneness and difference, Veda Ved, is completely logical. The distinction between the Jiva and Brahman is a product of ignorance, avidya or maya, by which the living being is bewildered and made forgetful of his real identity. When this illusion of self forgetfulness is destroyed, the differentiation between the Jiva and Brahman is removed. Although this is true, still difference exists in the form of Tadiyata, the literal belonging of the living being to Brahman. In other words, the above prayer, Nath Tavaham, O Lord, I am yours, establishes distinction between the Jiva and Brahman. If the Jiva were to become one with Brahman, those words of Sri Shankaracharya would be inconsistent and meaningless. The purport is that the limited stream of a river can never become the unlimited source of water and origin of exquisite jewels, that is the ocean. The river only appears to be non-different from the ocean because when they meet, its external presence disappears into the ocean. Therefore, if one carefully considers these ideas, he can certainly ascertain that because one's existence vanishes in the state of liberation, just like the flame of a lamp is extinguished, there is merely the absence of distress in that state. There is nothing but the absolute cessation of distress. There is no attainment of happiness. Further, the superior qualities of the self that are present during the state prior to liberation, such as the ability to think, buddhi, are not manifest in the state of liberation. Thus, of the four types of annihilation, constant, occasional, material, and final, even in the ultimate or final annihilation, attantic pralaya, here footnote 2 is the four types of annihilations are the constant degradation of matter, Nitya Pralaya, the partial destruction of the universe at the end of Brahma's day, Naimittik Pralaya, the total destruction of the universe at the end of Brahma's life, Prakritik Pralaya, and the liberation of the individual souls or final annihilation, Attantik Pralaya. So here, thus, of the four types of annihilation, constant, occasional, material, and final, even in the ultimate or final annihilation, Attantik Pralaya, the Jiva's liberation in the sense of becoming one with Brahman cannot be established. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubhasya padanam pavanebhyo vaishnavabhyo namo namaha.